Welcome to another video. So, there's a new Cline upgrade, which is kind of cool, and I wanted to talk about it. After the last video I did, there have been some minor releases and some major ones. The minor releases are mainly small bug fixes and stuff like that, but one of the main features in these minor releases is the support for the new Deepseek V3 model. So, it now has a provider drop-down for DeepSeek that allows you to just enter your API key and choose the DeepSeek model. Previously, you had to select the OpenAI compatible option, then put in the API base, URL, and API key there, and use that, which was tedious. But this is now better. There's also improved support for the DeepSeek models as well, which is great. And you won't see diff errors and stuff like that now, which is all great. Now, apart from this, we have the main feature, which is the new major release. So, this release added support for checkpoints. Checkpoints are a new way to take a snapshot of the workspace before the steps, so you can easily restore back to the snapshot or checkpoint if you think Cline did something wrong or anything like that, which is pretty good. When you hover over messages, you'll notice two new buttons. One is the compare button, and the other one is the restore button. The compare button opens up a diff overview between the snapshot and the current state of your workspace. So, you can have a look and see what exactly was changed and revert back with the restore button if you think it did something wrong. In Restore, you'll see three options: Restore Task and Workspace, Restore Task Only, or Restore Workspace Only. Restore Task is generally useful if you need to course correct or undo a problematic tool use, like if it makes an incorrect edit or deletes something. While Restore Workspace can be useful to check out different versions of your code without losing Cline's work. There's also a See New Changes button that gives you an overview of all the changes made to your workspace since the last task completed, which is great because it allows you to look at the overview of changes without going through the chat history and threads, which is good. There's also a new task size feature that shows the disk space that the Cline thread is using as well, which is generally not too big. But it may be good to look at for some people. So, that's basically it. But now, let's test these features out, and let me tell you how it all works. First, just go to VS Code and get Cline upgraded to the latest version as well. Now, once that's done, just open it up. So, this looks pretty similar. But if we go to the settings, you can see that in the providers dropdown, we have the DeepSeek option now, which allows you to just select it and put in your API key here along with model selection. So, this is great because previously it was a hassle to set it up in the OpenAI compatible option, but now it's better. Anyway, now let me show you the major feature, which is the restore and compare options. So, let's ask it to make me a playable synth keyboard. Once we do that, you can see that it starts doing that, and if we wait a bit, then it has written the code and everything. You can see that if we use the DeepSeek model, it also now shows the correct amount and catching stuff as well, which is also good to see. Anyway, so you can also see that we have the whole thread size here, and we can also delete through here if needed. But one of the major features is this See New Changes option. The See New Changes option here, if clicked, will open up this tab where you can see the exact diff of the edits it has made in each file, and the whole interface is quite good. It's easy to have a look at the stuff through here, which is pretty great. Now, we have two other options here as well, which are compare and revert. To check them correctly, we'll first have to make some changes. So, let's ask it to make a change and add a heading to the app saying King. Once we send it and wait a bit, then it's now done. Now, we can just scroll back to the first change, and here we can click the Compare button. The Compare button will show you the changes made since this snapshot, and you can see that only the King heading is added here, and this works quite well. Although, it will be a long list of changes if you're making it work on big stuff. But you can also revert the changes. So, you can go to the task to which you want to revert and just hit this button. This will open up these three options. The first one is Restore Task and Workspace, which will basically restore your files to the state of the snapshot and will also remove the chats after this point as well, which is what you generally want. But you also have the option to Restore Task Only, which will delete the chats after this point, but will not do anything to the workspace or files, which means that just the chat history will be gone if you use this. You can also Restore Workspace Only as well. This will just revert the files to the snapshot content, but it will still keep the chats after this point, which means that if you just want to revert the files and don't want to revert the chats, then this is handy. This also works at each step. So, if you think it did something well until a specific edit, you can roll back to there and continue from there. Let's roll back here with the top option, and once we do that, you can see that instantly we get rolled back to the previous version, and the chat is also gone. It's like nothing happened. So, that's great. Also, I believe that the chat histories after this update will be a lot bigger because it would have to account for each change of files and keep the exact diffs to edit and roll back to, which means that the history files will get a lot heavier. I think that's why they have added the whole history size feature. So, there's that. I would have liked an option to turn this feature off, but that isn't here. I don't think it uses Git either. So, it would have been cool to have an option to do all this stuff via Git, as that's what most people use these days. Anyway, that's the major stuff. I think this upgrade is pretty good, as it allows for a much more practical and safe way to edit stuff, because you can easily roll back and everything, which is great. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, share your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. You can also donate via Super Thanks option or join the channel as well and get some perks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.